Today's video is a holiday gift guide. From fashion to beauty to home decor and so much more, I'm sharing my top picks for this holiday season. I think the best gifts are things that people wouldn't normally buy themselves but can be enjoyed for a long time. I'm a huge believer in quality over quantity, and today's list includes several gifts that I've either received and loved, they're gifts that I've given other people, or they're just things that are on my own personal wish list. Let's jump into it. The first category I want to talk about is fashion, and specifically accessories. One gift I think a lot of people would love to receive would be a cashmere scarf and matching gloves. It's warm, it's cozy, it's practical, and it's the perfect addition to so many winter outfits. You really can't go wrong here, especially if you don't know somebody's size. And then of course, adding a matching set of gloves would be really nice. You could take this a step further and gift somebody a really nice cashmere or wool beanie. This is one that I've had for years. You could definitely go with a different color, maybe something that complements the scarf and the gloves, and this would be super practical. The next item might not seem super exciting, but once you have it, it'll seriously change the way that you look at this item, and that is a really nice pair of socks. Specifically a pair of merino wool socks. These ones are from Darn Tough. I love Darn Tough socks, whether I'm going on a dog walk or if I'm just at home. They're super warm, they're comfortable, they're breathable, and they have a lifetime guarantee, which is amazing. That says a lot about the craftsmanship and the quality and its durability. It's literally a buy it for life sock. The last item in this category of cozy accessories would be a pair of nice slippers. Something like a sheepskin slipper would be really nice and chic, but also functional for wearing around the house. I think it would be especially great for somebody who works from home where you're not really wearing shoes. So something like this would help you feel maybe a little bit more polished while also keeping you nice and toasty warm. The next category is bags. There's one bag that I've had my eye on for so long that I think so many people would love, and that is the Freya Christie bag and also the Freya Mini Christie bag. I love that it has a magnetic closure, so it's super easy to get in and out of this bag. It's really chic, it's polished, it's minimal. I especially love the mini sized for people like me who aren't necessarily carrying very much, but you just want to have a few essentials. It's very popular, I'm sure for good reason, and it's a bag that I'd love to add to my collection. Another bag that's really popular is the Coach Brooklyn bag. If you're carrying around a little bit more and need to have more with you, I think this is a great option. I'm so glad that Coach is having a comeback and is just really getting the hype it deserves at the moment. I own an amazing vintage Coach bag. The quality is incredible, and I'm sure that their newer bags are just as amazing. The last bag that I'd recommend is this Madewell woven leather tote bag. I've owned it for over a year at this point. I've worn it so many times, and it's a really great bag to have. I've traveled with it, I've used it for work. It fits a laptop, it's pretty spacious, and it also comes with an inner zip pocket. I haven't had any issues with the quality, and I really am loving this chocolate brown color. It really is such an elevated tote bag. The last item in this category is a leather wallet or card holder, and you really can't go wrong with this. It's such a nice basic to have. Obviously, everybody needs to carry around cash or cards or what have you, and it's just nice to have something that looks great, feels great, and is gonna last. There are a million one options depending on what kind of look you're going for. I think black is always a really nice classic look. Moving into clothing, I think everyone could use a really nice sweater. There are several that I love and highly recommend. You really can't go wrong with Suzanne sweaters. They have so many beautiful options. They have merino wool options, they have cotton, they have cashmere. My favorite sweater of all time is the Suzanne Leontine sweater. I've owned this for years. I track what I wear, and I've literally worn this 95 times, and it's still in amazing condition. This is a cotton sweater, and it's done really nicely. The design is classic, but also elevated. As long as you're careful with your washing, this will last you a really long time. This specific sweater comes in other colorways as well. I think that they have a couple ecru versions, if that's a little bit more your style. The next sweater that I love and recommend from Suzanne is the Emile cardigan. This is a beautiful cardigan. It's super cool and fun and trendy. It comes in a ton of different colors, and it's one of those pieces where it's just a high enough price point that someone might not want to buy it for themselves, but they would love to receive it and wear it. I will say that because of the composition, it's a little bit itchy. You might want to be careful who you're gifting it to, or if you're someone who's sensitive to itchier fibers, this might not be your favorite thing in the world, and I would go with either their cotton or merino wool options. Speaking of merino wool, I love the merino wool sweaters from Aritzia. They have great designs, they're really soft and comfortable, and I'm actually wearing one of their sweaters right now. I picked this up during last year's Black Friday and I wear it all the time. This is one of those pieces where I love wearing it at home just as loungewear. It feels like the most elevated premium kind of loungewear and it feels great, but it's also a piece that I can easily wear out and wear it normally. So it really is just the best of both worlds. They don't sell this specific design anymore, but they have a lot of really similar options and they'll probably go on sale this year. Cashmere sweaters are also a really great gifting option. I love the cashmere from Quince and from Nottam. I've also heard really good things about the Uniqlo cashmere. You could also even get thrifted cashmere. There are so many cashmere pieces that already exist in this world. There are tons of options from a variety of price points, but I think cashmere sweaters are a really great way to go. Moving into loungewear, your girl loves to be comfortable. I spend a lot of time at home, so I am really picky when it comes to good loungewear. And I found the best set on the market right now, and it's an incredible price. That is the Uniqlo sweat set. And it's a cotton French terry, which is just the best of the best in my opinion. I would choose cotton French terry any day over fleece, over cashmere, over anything. It is the best of the best. It's breathable, it's comfortable, it's lightweight, and it has a nice drape to it. And this set is very affordable. French terry can get a little expensive. I don't see it super often. It can be difficult to find. And then when I do find it, sometimes it's way more than I want to pay. So when I saw that Uniqlo put out this set, I jumped on it immediately. I already shared this on my channel a while back. I made a post as soon as I saw it and I immediately snatched up a pair. And it's not going to make you sweat the way that fleece can sometimes get a little like stuffy and uncomfortable. I think it's 86% cotton, which I'm pretty happy with, especially for the price. I would show it to you, but it's literally in the laundry right now because I wear it so much. For a more premium elevated lounge pant, I'd go with the Buck Mason Weekender pant. Buck Mason really makes incredible quality clothing. I've only heard good things about them. I went to their store 2 summers ago in New York. I actually went and I wanted to try on these pants and they were sold out. They didn't have my size. And I've been wanting to get my hands on these pants ever since. It's one of those pieces that just elevates any kind of loungewear look, but it also looks nice enough that you could easily wear them out and they would still look great. And if you wanted to throw on a matching top, even better. Amazing. This would be a perfect set. The last item in this category is the best legging. In fact, I would say these are the only leggings that exist to me, and it's the Buff Bunny Legacy leggings. I've had a pair of these for 3 or 4 years and they still look incredible. They're my only pair of black leggings. I'm wearing them right now. They're more of an athletic legging, but obviously that isn't stopping me from just wearing them around the house as well. They're incredibly flattering. They're ultra high rise, which can be really hard to find, especially if you have a longer torso, so love that. And they have a very flattering back waist detail. It's like this butterfly effect. They also have a light but very comfortable compression, and they wear really well. Like I said, I've been wearing the same pair for years, and they still look great. I haven't had to replace them yet. Honestly, I don't see myself having to replace them anytime soon. They're the best. Oh, and it's owned by Heidi Summers, so she knows fitness, she knows athletic wear, and she's done such a good job. Next up are shoes, and I think everybody could use a pair of high quality leather boots. These specifically are from Vagabond. Vagabond makes really nice high quality boots. I've been really happy with the pair I have. These are the Giselle boots and they're in a chocolate brown. They sell a ton of styles and colors, so I think that everyone can find something that they would love and enjoy. The only thing is that they only sell in whole sizes. So if you're between sizes like me, you're gonna have to size up and maybe just wear some thick socks, but it's totally worth it. Great shoe to have in the winter and even in the transitional months as well, depending on where you live. As a side note, I literally got these on Amazon for like half the price because someone had worn and returned them. They had worn them like maybe once or twice. They were hardly even touched at all. So you never know. Definitely see if you can find them on Amazon gently used if you're getting them for yourself, obviously. For sneakers, a great gift would be the Asics Gel 1130 sneakers. I love these things. I included these as one of my best purchases of last year, and they're still my #1 most worn shoe. They're comfortable, they're easy to wear, easy to style. I think people with so many different styles would love and enjoy these. I especially love the little silver detail that they have. Oh, I'm such a silver girly. As you can tell, I'm like surrounded by silver and gray in this whole video, but what can I say? I like what I like. I'm a zillennial, but maybe that makes me a little bit more millennial in that way because I love gray and I love silver, but I can't help it. If you really want to splurge in the fashion category, I would get someone a really nice coat. This is probably my top pick out of my entire list today. It's one of those things, especially if you're younger, you may not have a great coat, you may not be getting that for yourself, but it would be so used and appreciated for a very long time. A few years ago, I asked for a nice winter coat, and I actually kind of forgot it was on my wish list as one of my items, and my amazing husband surprised me with a beautiful wool wrap coat. It's a charcoal color coat. Like I said, I love gray. I can't help it, okay? It's my go-to neutral, and I love it. It's my go-to winter coat. It's beautiful. I wear it every single year, and I love getting to wear it. I enjoy it. It's warm. It's beautiful. It's a great gift. If you're able to splurge on this, the Curated makes incredible coats. They make wool and cashmere blend coats, especially their wrap coats, I think are just so beautifully done. I've heard only good things. And if you really want to splurge and get someone just the best of the best coat that will last them decades, if not a lifetime, get them a Max Mara coat. If you can get one on sale or even find one secondhand, this is a really stunning coat. It has a beautiful drape. I've heard only amazing things about it, and it's one of those pieces that will last in their closet for years and years and years. I mean, can you tell? I think that a coat is just the best gift in the world. It's something that people often don't buy for themselves, but especially in the winter, it makes up so much of your outfit, and it's also incredibly practical. If I could go back in time and gift my college self with a nice warm coat, it's not something that I could afford. I wore really, really cheap coats all throughout my time in college, and I was freezing cold all the time. And I went to school in Idaho, and I also literally worked outside during the winters, and I was freezing. This is definitely something that my younger self would have so appreciated, but not even thought to ask for or realized that I needed, that I desperately needed. I would love to go back in time and gift myself the Aritzia Super Puff. I don't even think it existed at the time, but this is a really great practical coat, and I'm their #1 fan. I have a whole video review on the Super Puff. It's an amazing coat. It's incredibly warm. I wear it every day on my dog walks during the colder months. It keeps me warm. It keeps me protected from the wind. I've worn it for years. I'll wear it for many more years. It is the best puffer coat on the market. Moving on to beauty favorites. This includes skincare, makeup, a little bit of hair care, and a little bit of miscellaneous. Oh, and perfume. Actually, let's start with perfume. My favorite perfume in the world is Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Don't mind that the heel is snapped off of this. It's because I was trying to get every last little bit out, and I had to snap the heel off so that I could put it in a travel container. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl perfume. I completely used it up. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And last year I wanted to see how the Dossier perfume compared. The scent is fruity almond. It's supposed to be a replica or a very similar alternative to Carolina Herrera, and it is very similar. This is like 90 to 95% the same. It smells a tiny bit different. It's very, very subtle. Honestly, if I were to smell this on somebody out and about, I would not know the difference. I would probably think it's just Carolina Herrera. I wouldn't know. Carolina Herrera is a tiny bit sweeter, a little bit more girly and maybe gourmand, but not much. Out of the bottle, they smell a little different. I swear once they're on, they're so similar. And I actually like the Dossier version better because it has a much better longevity, at least on me. Carolina Herrera disappears very fast. It disappears after an hour, maybe at 2 at most on me. It really does not last long. If I were to spray this and be around other people, I would always get compliments, but it just wears off so fast and no one could ever smell it. Dossier lasts way longer and I get way more compliments on it because people can actually still smell it. And it's way cheaper. Highly recommend Dossier. I haven't tried any of their other scents, but this one is immaculate. The other perfume on my list that I would love to own is Glossier You. I've smelled it in the store. I love it. It's super popular, super trendy, very girly, and I think it would be just a great gift to gift somebody. Let's talk skincare. I'm a very simple girl when it comes to skincare. I like things that are basic, but they've got to work. They have to be effective. The first thing on my list is the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. This girl is good. She's really good for dry, dehydrated skin. I use this girl all the time, morning, night, always. Looks great under makeup and makes my makeup look better because it actually keeps my skin a lot more hydrated. Very nice, highly recommend. Kind of same, but also different is this spray. This is the Dalba First Spray Serum with white truffle from Italy. I've been using it for a couple months now. I use this as skincare and as a finishing step for my makeup. But if you have a very dry skin, you like something that's very glowy, absolutely, you're gonna love it. It leaves a really beautiful finish, like a nice glow in a way that I've never seen from a product. If you're someone who's oily though, stay away. I really don't think that you're gonna like it. I'm definitely gonna buy the bigger version, and it has an interesting smell to it. It's not bad. I have no idea what it is. It's very unique though. Last item in the skincare category is going to be a fancy lip balm. Who doesn't love a fancy lip balm? I sure do. There are a few great options in this category from what I hear. I haven't tried any of them, but I would love to receive any of them. And that would be Ole Henriksen, which is a classic, as well as Edam, which is really popular right now. And then of course, Rhode Peptide Lip Balm Treatment. I don't know what it's called, whatever, Rhode. Very cute, very trendy. And of course, practical. Everyone could use lip balm, everyone. You know what I mean? Get clear, get tinted. There's something for everyone. Speaking of lip products, let's chat about makeup and specifically lipstick really quick. I think Merit makes really nice looking lipsticks. Again, haven't tried it. They look really beautiful, especially the shade Baby. It looks very nice, very wearable. So you can never go wrong with a lip product. I especially like that these are a little bit more on the sheer side. So if you're not really sure what shades people like to wear, it's kind of a safer bet. Cream blush. Personally, I have almost used up the cream blush that I already own, so I'm in the market for a new one, and I have been searching high and low for the perfect one. I haven't decided on the one yet, but there are a few that I think would be really great. The first is Makeup by Mario in the shade Dusty Rose. This is a little bit more of a muted shade. It also has a lot of product in it, like surprisingly a lot. Another that I'm considering is the Haus Labs cream blush in Glassy Hibiscus. I'm very curious and I think it looks very promising, especially for people who are olive toned. And the last one on my list is the Fenty cream blush in Cool Berry. Again, I've heard really good things about this for cool olives. I haven't tried it. I've swatched it and it looks really interesting. The last makeup item that I have to recommend is One Size Till Dawn. I took this with me on my trip to Morocco and Spain, and it was so hot on some of those days. I also had a wedding, and so I needed my makeup to last all day and all night, and this did the job. Your makeup will not move. It's incredible. I don't understand how it's possible, especially when I was like super sweaty. It was really hot days, but this kept everything in place perfectly. I wouldn't say it's an everyday setting spray by any means. It's some heavy duty stuff, but anybody could use this and enjoy it. We all have days when we need our makeup to last all day, and this will get it done. Oh, I forgot one more makeup related item, and that is the Shiseido eyelash curler. Listen, I know this thing is expensive for being an eyelash curler. I get it, but it is unfortunately worth the hype. The curve on this is so much better and it fits my eye shape better than any other drugstore one. It's a little bit flatter and it just really gets in there and it curls every lash. My lashes are curled so much better with this. Let's talk hair care. There's one brand that has blown me away recently. To be transparent, these were gifted to me. This brand had been on my wish list as something I wanted to receive for a very long time. I literally had their products on my birthday wish list several months ago. It's a brand I've been really wanting to try for a long time, and it's something that I would have eventually tried and bought myself. And that is the brand Machete. They make the most beautiful hair tools and hair products that I've ever seen. They're so luxurious. I especially love their claw clip. I exclusively wear claw clips, and it is the most beautiful, exquisite, high quality claw clip. They have beautiful, stunning, very unique designs, but they also have other hair care pieces as well. I especially love this brush. I love getting to have such a lovely experience every day when I brush my hair. And they also have beautiful combs. This is a company that really prioritizes things that are long lasting. This is not sponsored, by the way, but I just really enjoyed their products. The other hair product that I would love to try is drugstore. It's the L'Oreal, what's it called? Glycolic hair gloss. I'm trying to run out of my current hair gloss faster so that I can try this one already. Who wouldn't want the gift of shiny hair? You know what I mean? And at a drugstore price, it would be a great stocking stuffer. All right, I have a few miscellaneous, somewhat beauty related items. One thing that would make an amazing gift would be a really nice compact mirror. There are new ones, there are vintage ones. I've seen some that you can get engraved. I think that would be the cutest thing, and someone could just keep it in their purse. Another great gift are Glamnetic nails. My friends love and swear by these press-on nails. They have tons of different really trendy, cute designs. And I kid you not when I say that one of my friends, it's exclusively what she wears as her press-on nails, and they last her 3 to 4 weeks. And she took them off eventually because she had too much nail grow out. That's mind-blowing to me. If you have someone in your life who loves press-on nails, get them a set of Glamnetics nails. Last, very miscellaneous item. This is not something that I would just give to someone, but it's something that would be great to ask for. You're probably not gonna be surprised, but color analysis. You can take that knowledge with you for the rest of your life. It's gonna help them streamline their closet, decide on a color palette. It's just, I can't shut up about them. The next major category is home decor. The first thing that we have to talk about is coffee table books. This is definitely something that you can easily thrift, and it's really fun to find something that's relevant to the interests of the person that you're gifting for. Also, I'm so sorry if you can hear my puppy playing in the background. It is what it is. Speaking of dogs, a book that I thrifted for a few dollars had the best name, so I had to get it. It's called The Life, History, and Magic of the Dog. I keep this in my kitchen and I just use it as a tray. And this was a book that I got from my breeder. It has a lot of great information about Vizslas, from their history to care, just a lot of really helpful things, as well as some great imagery in it. I have this on my coffee table and people always pick it up and flip through it. A coffee table book that I was gifted is from my friend. This is called The Style Thesaurus. I keep this in my closet and I can use it as a little bit of a tray, and I do flip through it as well. This has a lot of information and photography around all kinds of fashion styles. And it's really cool. I love having this. It's obviously very relevant to me. It's something that I'm interested in. Another book I have, I got this at a garage sale in my neighborhood. I paid $1 for it, and it's a Dior book. It has great imagery. I keep this on my coffee table as well. It has some water stains, but who cares? I got it for $1. The last example is that one of my friends is a huge Swiftie. So a group gift that some friends and I gave her was a handmade Taylor Swift lyrics book. Lots of different directions you can go with coffee table books. Another gift that someone might not buy for themselves, but that they'd enjoy having, is a really cute matchstick holder, especially if you gave this with a candle. So many cute options out there, especially ceramic options. A cordless table lamp. I've seen so many cute styles, and I specifically would get somebody a cordless lamp because we all have different layouts, different preferences, and it means that you can put it anywhere and not have to worry about there being an outlet nearby. It's especially nice for these dark winter months, just having a little bit more of that cozy ambiance. Another great home decor item is a trinket dish, especially if you're someone who doesn't have a ton of jewelry. I keep all of my everyday jewelry in here. You can also find some really cool wooden bowls. This is very thriftable, and you can find nice materials like wood and glass. It's also easy to find unique, really cool designs and things that are high quality. For someone with more jewelry, a really nice wood jewelry box would be super cool. It's definitely something that I would like to get at some point because I do have a few necklaces, and it would be nice to keep them a little bit more protected, especially for things like sterling silver, which can tarnish and just need a little bit more care. Another home decor piece for people who love spending time at home would be a nice blanket. And it doesn't necessarily have to be super expensive, but something like cotton or wool would be really luxurious and nice. They look great, they feel good, and they just add such a nice look to the space. And don't get me wrong, this is coming from someone who has really cheap fuzzy fluffy blankets. They're easy to wash, easy to care for, and I have dogs, so things just get a lot of wear and tear around here. So I personally would not be the best person to receive a nice blanket, but it's something that I would love to give to somebody. One gift that I love and never would have thought to buy for myself is a faux sheepskin throw, and it's a very large one. It lives on the back of my sofa, and it adds such a cozy, nice element to this space. People always notice it and ask about it. They ask where it's from. I honestly have no idea where it's from. I'll see if I can find something similar, but it's super easy to care for. It's very soft, it's machine washable, and it still looks great. I've had it for several years at this point, and if anything happened to it, I would definitely buy another. The next home decor item are beautiful frames. This is something that you can, again, very easily thrift. You can find good materials like wood, brass, silver, things that are a little bit nicer than you could often find new. For some examples, I have this wood frame, love it, very cute. It also came with this artwork, but I liked it so much I just kept it. My favorite frame of all time, I think I paid $5 for it, is this frame. It has amazing detail on it. It's a nice heavy frame, and it's just so unique. I'm sure you could find something like this on eBay as well. Another tip is to try to find some kind of personalized art. This was a Christmas card from one of my husband's really good friends and old college roommates. He's an artist. He's so incredibly talented, and he made this postcard. He painted it and then printed this out, and it's beautiful, and it's so special getting to see this, especially during the winter season. I'm gonna link his artwork down below. He's just the most incredible artist, and this kind of thing would make the most amazing gift. It's from somebody that we know and care about, and it actually means something. You could make some kind of sentimental art yourself. This is a frame that I have sitting in my kitchen. The frame is just from IKEA. It's nothing special. And inside, again, not anything that looks special, but it's a couple of Polaroids that are meaningful. This was one of my first dates with my husband, and then a picture from Halloween. And I just enjoy getting to see it every morning as I'm making breakfast. This is a very meaningful and sentimental kind of thing that you could do. Coming up on the splurge item for home decor, one of the most amazing gifts I have ever received, and I'm still blown away to have the honor of displaying in my home, is a beautiful piece of art. This was made by the same artist who I just mentioned recently. I'll leave his information down below. He's the most incredible artist and painter I've ever seen. His work is beautiful, and this was a wedding gift that he gave to my husband and I. This is of an area that was significant to my husband and I. It has to do with where we met, and it's stunning. It's so meaningful. It fills me with so much joy, and I'm so honored to get to display this in my home. I think if you're able to give somebody handmade art, it's a wonderful gift. There are so many incredible independent artists out there. Of course, it doesn't have to be this big. There are also smaller pieces of art or other mediums. You could even do prints. Like I said, this is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. I love having real art in my home. It's such a privilege and it makes me so happy. Art is a great gift. Moving on to kitchen related gifts. Another item that I loved receiving and highly recommend is a brass pepper mill. This is wildly unnecessary. Nobody needs this. It's a little bit crazy, but also for that same reason, it's not something I would have ever bought for myself, but I love getting to use it every single day. It's a buy it for life kind of item. I get to enjoy seeing it on my counter every day, and it gets so much use. Next up are ceramic bowls or just beautiful serveware in general, things that are a little bit more special. I recently went on a trip to Morocco and I was able to pick up these handmade ceramic bowls, and it's made just my at-home dining experience so much better. I'm by no means much of a cook. It's really made things just feel so much more special and fancy. I also got some smaller bowls like for dipping and sauces. I'm sure you could find something like this on Etsy or maybe even at holiday markets. You can also thrift some really great things. I thrifted the cutest servingware for my mom. It was like a butter yellow pear-shaped plate and it was so cute. And then I got another serving plate with fruit on it to go with it. I really was tempted to keep it for myself because they were so cute, but I do love her a lot, so I gave them to her and she loved them. Serveware is one of those things where there are several times during the year where I think, oh, it would be so nice to have that. Or if I'm hosting something, it would be so great to have some nice serveware, but it's not something that I've ever prioritized enough to go out and get. So some kind of really special or cute serveware or bowls would be great. Another gift I loved receiving was a tea kettle. I use this every single night. It's fantastic. Mine is cast iron, so it keeps the tea warm for a really long time. There are some really cute designs that you can choose from as well. Another kitchen gift would be a charcuterie board or a charcuterie board set. It's one of those things that you might not need super often, but if you had it, it would be very useful, especially for someone who likes to host. A cookbook that I love is called So Easy, So Good, and it really is as advertised. Everything in here is delicious and it's very easy to make. It's also made by a dietitian, so everything is very balanced and filling. Highly recommend this cookbook. For a splurge in this category, another amazing gift that I received was Cutco knives. I received these as a wedding gift and I use them all the time. Specifically the Cutco Cooks Combo, which includes a chef's knife and a utility knife. It's incredibly useful. I'm really happy with the knives. I use them every single day, especially the chef's knife. Cutco also has a forever guarantee, even if it's passed on to someone else, which is so cool. You also get free knife sharpenings for life, which is amazing. These knives really are high quality. This would be an amazing gift for somebody who is just starting out. Maybe they are just getting their own place, or someone who doesn't have a whole lot of space. You really just need a couple of really good knives and it goes such a long way. The next category is food and drink. If you're a matcha lover, I love the Naoki matcha powder. This is the best matcha powder I've ever tried. It has a smooth, mild taste. It's so good, I don't even have to add sweetener to it. It doesn't clump. It's a nice vibrant green. If you have a coffee lover, fresh roasted local coffee is always a great gift. You could also do some kind of a subscription, whether that's a wine subscription for the wine lovers, or something that I would personally love is a cheese subscription box. I would love to get a new cheese to try every single month. Or you could even cut out the middle company, and if someone just told me, hey, I'm gonna get you a couple new cheeses to try, get you some olives, some salami, and I'm gonna drop it off at your place once a month for 3 months. Absolutely, yes, sign me up. The next category is for the sleepy girl and for people who love self-care. You can't go wrong with a lavender spray. I use this every single night. I've only used half the bottle and I bought this for like $5 at Marshall's. It's from the brand DW Home. It's so relaxing and it's great for before bed. It would also be really cute with an eye mask. That would make a great little bundle. Another sleep-related gift would be a sunrise alarm clock. It doesn't have to be expensive. My husband's been using a sunrise alarm clock for years, since before we met and way before I had ever heard of patch or anything like that, it is really great, especially for those of us who do not like getting up in the mornings. I'm by no means a morning person, but having a nice, gentle sunrise alarm clock is nice. Another great sleep-related gift would be nice bedding, whether that's cotton bedding or I've heard linen can be really good. Bedding is one of those things that I think we often don't really upgrade. We just keep using the same thing year after year, but having nice bedding really does make a difference, especially when you think about how much of your life is spent in bed. The last item in this category is a little bit more general self-care related, and that would be a really nice bath additive, if you will. This was gifted to me a few years ago. It's by Herbivore, and it's a coconut hydrating milk bath soak. I liked this so much, I started making it myself. It's super easy to make. I'll leave a recipe down below. It's just colloidal oats, baking soda, coconut milk powder, and then some coconut and vanilla essential oils. Whenever I take a bath and I use this, it makes my skin so soft, especially if it was dry or irritated. This makes a big difference. You could also gift this with shower gel or maybe a candle, some nice socks. The next category is for the dog lover. Any gift for my dog is a gift for me. A great gift for a dog lover would be aesthetic dog bowls, or for a cat owner as well. It's a little bit utilitarian sometimes, and we don't really think about it as decor. So I think having some really cute dog bowls, since they're left out all the time anyway, would be a great gift. A gift that I've given before is custom dog art. This goes back to personalized art and having something that has a little bit more meaning. A very practical dog-related item is a dog coat, especially for these colder months. I love the Duluth coat for my dogs. My older dog has had her coat for a couple years now, and it's lasted amazingly well. It's a really sturdy, durable material on the outside, and then the inside is a nice warm fleece for her. Previously, my dog ripped through all of her other coats. She would get them snagged running through the brush, but this one has lasted incredibly well. For a splurge item in this category, I recommend the Snoozer Cozy Cave. It's a super sturdy dog bed. I got one for my older dog over 4 years ago, and it's still in really good shape. It's only just starting to wear out a little bit because she likes to dig inside of it for whatever reason. It's starting to get some wear and tear there, and there's a little bit of a hole starting, but that's not the brand's fault, obviously. That's just my dog wearing through it. They also sell replacement parts, easy to take care of, easy to wash, and they're great dog beds, especially for dogs who have shorter coats or who just love to be toasty warm all the time. The next category is for tech lovers and content creators. I have to talk about my phone case that I got from Berga. This is the cutest case ever. I think it's in the strawberry jam colorway. It's so cute. I love just seeing it laying on the table or wherever. It protects my phone really nicely, and they have a ton of really cute, fun designs. On a similar note, a laptop case would be great. I specifically love the ones from Heaven Mayhem. They have really fun designs. Another great gift that would go along with this would be some kind of a keyboard cover to really keep things protected and just in their best condition for as long as possible. Another gift I recommend is a tripod with a clicker. Having a lightweight tripod is super helpful. Even if you don't make content, you can use it as a selfie stick. You can use it with your phone vertically or horizontally. You can also attach a lightweight camera like the Osmo Pocket 3. That's what I'm currently recording with. I'm using this tripod. And then it also comes with a clicker. So if you want to take videos or pictures yourself, it can connect to your phone and you can easily do that. For a splurge in this category, I recommend the DJI Mic Minis for content creators. It's really important to have good audio when you're making content. I wish that I had done it sooner. It's made such a big difference. And I specifically love the Mic Minis. They're tiny. I'm wearing one right now. You get 2 mics and a charging case, as well as some accessories like a couple of windscreens. You can use this with your phone or with another camera, like with the Osmo Pocket 3. It connects seamlessly. The audio quality is great, and it also comes with this little carrying case. This is a great investment for someone who's just starting out. They're super user-friendly, they're easy to use, and I can't say enough good things about them. They're incredibly popular for good reason. If you're still watching, I have one category left, which is very niche. It probably won't apply to most people. I hope it doesn't apply to most people, and that would be gifts for people with chronic pain. This isn't for people who have short-term injuries where things are going to get better and have a pretty typical healing process. I'm specifically thinking of people who have chronic musculoskeletal pain that needs to be managed. I'm specifically going to be sharing the things that have helped a lot with my muscle pain and joint pain as someone who's lived with chronic pain for the past 4 years. This is in no way medical advice, but I did want to share some things that have improved my quality of life and that you might want to ask for during this holiday season, or you might want to shop for yourself. If you have someone in your life who's affected by chronic pain, you could always ask them if they're interested in these things and see if that would even make sense for them. But otherwise, I would say this is mostly for people who would want to get things for themselves or want to ask for things. Okay, now that those disclaimers are out of the way and most people have probably clicked off, one more disclaimer actually. None of the things are going to be a silver bullet. These are things that might improve my life by 5% or 10%, but you got to take it where you can get it. Without further ado, the first thing I want to share that I was in no way expecting to actually work is an acupressure mat and pillow. I really, truly was a skeptic. I just didn't think there was any way this was going to work. And then I saw this at a yard sale near me and figured I may as well give it a try for a few dollars. And it really does work. I don't understand how it works. I really don't know. But I feel like it gives the body and the brain something else to focus on. So often when we're in chronic pain, we get stuck on certain pathways, we get stuck in these loops, and the body just wants to focus on this feedback, and you can't really feel anything else. For whatever reason, acupressure, I feel like it kind of distracts your brain and your nervous system, and it gives you something else to focus on, something else to do, and it almost kind of tricks and confuses your brain a little, or at least mine, where instead of focusing on this really strong pain sensation, it gives me something else to pay attention to and kind of overrides that signal. It does kind of hurt, but you can also lie on it with clothes on or with a blanket underneath. I feel like it kind of helps mute down and dull some of that pain signal when it's really loud. This item is specifically helpful if you have muscle pain. I discovered this during my first time doing physical therapy, and that is a TENS unit. I love this thing. I take this with me everywhere on long car rides. I take it with me when I travel. I use it at home. This is the number one thing I use to manage my pain as far as tools go. For me, my pain is the worst in my neck. I have a lot of tense muscles, and this really helps to calm things down. I don't totally understand how it works. I don't know what the science is, but it kind of activates certain muscles where you put it on and like manually tells them to relax. So it'll kind of like flex your muscles. It's really weird if you haven't done it before. It sounds really weird, but after you stop using it, it kind of gives that signal for your muscles to relax, and it helps for a few hours, which again, you gotta take what you can get when you can get it. This has made a huge difference in my life. I highly recommend it if you're someone who has muscular chronic pain. This might be worth looking into. The charge also lasts a really long time, so I appreciate that. A gift that I would love to receive is Deep Blue Muscle Rub. I've tried so many muscle rubs and creams. I'm sure you have as well. Unfortunately, it's the best one. It works better than anything else. It's so expensive. It's stupid expensive. I'm totally aware of that, and that's what makes it a good gift. I haven't bought it for myself. I haven't used it in a very long time because it's so expensive, but it's one of those things where it really does work for me, and I would love to get a nice restock, whether that's the little sample sizes or if it's like a full tube. I also want to say it has like a cooling or tingling sensation, something like that. That's not crazy strong, but it's a little bit of a distraction that kind of takes away from some of that pain signal. The next thing is a good heating pad. I prefer a microwavable heating pad. I especially love flaxseed ones. They retain their heat really well. You can make one yourself. You can often find them at holiday markets as well. Another item that I couldn't go without is a nice cold pack. This one is specifically shaped for your upper back and neck, which makes it really convenient, and you can Velcro it together and just walk around with it. It's a little small. I think I might get one that's a little bigger at some point, but it definitely gets the job done, and it's really helpful to use. I like alternating between heat and ice. And then lastly, I think it's worth talking about some drinks. A great gift would be golden milk. This is something that I like when my inflammation is really high or I have a lot of joint pain. It's a turmeric-based drink with coconut milk, as well as some other anti-inflammatory ingredients. You could also make this extra fancy and add in some saffron, which tastes delicious, but it's also anti-inflammatory. You could make a little mix together yourself, or you can also buy it pre-made. I've been using herbal teas every single night for over a year at this point. I just went to a local tea shop and asked for their recommendations, and I've been using wild lettuce and willow bark. Both of those have helped me a lot. And then I've also recently started incorporating Metasweet and Feverfew. Jury's still out on those. I'm not really sure if they make a difference yet. They're very new to me. All of these things have been personally helpful in my life, of course, depending on what kind of condition you have. And if you think this may or may not be helpful at all, you can also, of course, disregard any of this information. But I did want to share a few things that I've found just because it took me so long to figure out what worked for me, and I would have loved to have gotten some recommendations several years ago when this all started. That's my 2025 holiday gift guide. I'd love to know what's on your wish list and what you're getting other people. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.